We're going to start in a seated position, so you can either sit back onto your heels like this, or I'll invite you to tuck your toes under. Sitting back onto your heels, just make sure you untuck the little pinky toes, and just for a moment here, we'll get a nice stretch in the backs of the feet. If this doesn't feel good, just untuck your toes. I'm going to face you. So let's just stay here just for a quick moment. Try to find a sense of calm by closing down the eyes and focusing in on the breath. Let's take a big breath in together. Sweep the arms up overhead. And when you're ready to exhale, just bring your right arm down towards the ground, left arm up and over. Stay for one big breath here. And then your next inhale, you just come back up through center, arms reach. And exhale to the other side, reaching that top arm up and over. Stay for one big breath in. Big breath out. Next inhale, you lift yourself back up, and we're just going to untuck our toes. I'll turn to face the front. Maybe give your feet a little tap on the ground if that felt intense. And then we're just going to come laying down onto our side. So let's start with the right leg up top. So make sure that you're laying down on your left side, and the right leg is going to be up top, and we're going to bring our legs out in front so that the shins are parallel with that front edge of your yoga mat, and then just have a lay down. You can use this bottom arm as like a pillow. And then for a second, let's just check our form. We want to imagine we're like sitting in a chair here, so our legs are bent at 90 degrees in front of us, and we want to keep our spine really long. So we don't just, when you're sitting in a chair, you don't collapse your spine to the side. We lift up and out. So almost take your top hand and push that top hip away, finding length in the spine here. Flex your feet, and then right away, let's just lift the top foot to hover and then lower it back down. So we're just lifting that right leg and lowering it back down. If you take a second to look, your knee and your foot should be lifting in the same plane. So we're not just flinging the foot up towards the sky. We're not just lifting the knee. We're lifting the whole thing in one motion and lowering it back down. So it might not feel like much to begin, but I promise the burn is going to come. Make sure you're staying focused on your spine, so your belly button's pulling in a little bit to keep the core engaged. And you want to imagine that you're reaching the top of your head away from your pelvis as you continue to lift and lower this leg. Keep your foot flexed. And that way you're going to feel energy through the whole leg here. We're just going to go for 8, 7. I like to inhale and exhale with the rhythm of the movement. We have 5, 4. Maybe you relax, close down the eyes, soften your jaw. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift up and hold the leg here. If you need a break, just set your leg down. Otherwise, keep it lifted. Keep the foot flexed. We have 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it lifted. 3, 2, 1. We go again. Lower and lift. So we're going to do 3 rounds total. Pausing at the end, or I'm going to give you a moment to rest if you need that. Lifting and lowering. Remember to stay connected to your core. Your spine is really long. Don't let your chin come in towards your chest. Try to keep length in your neck. Keep the core turned on here. So don't let your waistline collapse into the floor. Keep your spine long. Hips are stacked. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3. We're going to stay lifted. If you need a break, you just set your leg back down. 2, and 1. Lift up, hold, stay here. If you want a little extra, maybe find a tiny little pulsing action. If you need a break, take this moment as a rest. Put your leg down. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. Either hold it or pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Quick little rest, and let's go again. Last round. Here we go. We lift and lower. Lift it up. Lower down. Soften through your jaw. Stay connected to your core. Stay connected to your breath. Let's keep this going for 10, 9, 8. Same thing when I count down. When we get to 0, we're going to keep that leg lifted. We have, where was I? 6, 5. This is our last push. 4, keep your belly gently pulling in. 3, 2, 1, stay lifted, just hold it here. Or can you start to circle your leg around, little tiny circles, keeping your foot in line with the knee. 5, 4, we just switch directions in 3, 2, 1, go the other way. Otherwise, you're keeping your leg just holding, hovering over the other. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, give it a little tap. Whew. And then place your hands on the mat and lift yourself up and out. And right away, we're going to come onto hands and knees. This is a quick little full body burn, so let's not get too relaxed yet. Hands are going to be on the shoulders, knees under hips, and then we're just going to walk one leg out, then the other leg. So we're finding a nice high plank. If this is too much already, just drop your knees. Otherwise, we're going to keep the knees lifted. And from here, we're just going to drop our heels towards the right. So the shoulders are squared to the top of the mat. The top of your torso, your whole spine is reaching nice and long. There's twisting at your belly button as your heels go towards the right. And then lift them back up, hips face the front. So we rotate at the belly button, heels go down towards the right, and then lift back up. If it's too much and you're on your knees, it looks like this. You drop your hips towards the right, your feet go with you, and then you squeeze your low belly, lift it back up. So hips to the right, and then back to center. The whole time your shoulders and upper body are squared towards the top. You either have your knees on the ground or you're up in a full plank. Hips to the right, shoulders forward, and then lift back up. So let's just stay with this for about 10 more reps. If you want to make it harder, as your heels go towards the right, you pause, squeeze your knees together, send your hips down towards your heels, and then come forward, shoulders over wrists. We send the bum back, bring it forward. We're not here for very long. So you're either on your knees, dropping the hips towards the side, you're up on your toes in the plank, doing the same action, or you're sending your bum back and forth. We have 5, 4, 3, keep your shoulders squared, belly button pulling in, 2, 1, let's all meet in a high plank. Everything squared towards the top. Right away, right leg lifts, right knee, left tricep, step it back. Right knee, left tricep, step it back. So it's either the knee is aiming towards the elbow or the tricep, step it back. We're here for 8, 7. You can always do this from your knees like this. 6, 5. Last little push. We're going to finish with pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that knee, pulse it out for 5. 4 little tiny pulses with a knee. 3, 2, 1. Set your knees down, send it back. Quick child's pose. Stretch your arms forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Use your next breath to lift up and out. Come meet me up on your knees. Whew. We're going to keep going. Just a little bit more. Same thing. We're going to work the right obliques. So we're going to stand on our left knee. Right leg is going to go out long, fingertips towards the temples. Imagine you're between 2 panes of glass here. We're going to dip that left elbow down towards the ground and then squeeze the right obliques to lift back up. We go over towards the left and lift back up. Okay? Simple motion. I'm going to add on from here, but if this is enough, stay with this action. Make sure your belly button is pulling in. You're not letting your hips go back. You're not letting your hips come forward. We're between like 2 panes of glass here. We can only move this direction. And make sure you're keeping your chin away from the chest. Let's add on. Next time you dip down, can you reach your arms out really long into a T? Bring them back, lift back up. We dip to the side, reach the arms, bring it back, lift back up. We're here for 5, 4. Make sure you're keeping your spine really long. You're not just dumping your weight over towards the side. You're reaching out through the crown of your head. 1 more. Reach down, arms extend, bring it back, lift up. We're going to bring our arms out into a T here. We're going to reach that left hand towards the end of the mat, but keep it lifted. Come back up. reach, pull it back in. We're here for 8, 7. If your arms are sore, just shake them out. 3, no, 3. We have 5. Can't count. 4, 3. Low belly pulling in. 2, 1. Reach out, pause, stay here. Can you reach your arms into a V? Bring them back, shoulder height. Reach them into a V, back to shoulder height. If your neck is sore, just look down at the mat beneath you. We have 5, 4. Feel length. Spread your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms long. Add in a little pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release yourself back towards the ground. We're going to go right back to where we started. So sit back onto your heels, either with the toes tucked or not, and just take a big breath in. I'm going to face you. Arms are going to come up overhead. Exhale, bring your left arm down, right arm up and over. Find a nice side body stretch. Maybe take your hand behind your head. Inhale, open your chest towards the sky. Exhale, find a rotation. Top elbow reaching down towards that bottom wrist. Doesn't have to touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 1 more. Inhale. Close it down. And then slowly lift back up. Let's roll out the shoulders. We're going to do the same thing other side. So lay down on your right side this time. So we're laying on the right side. Left leg is up top. Bring your legs out in front again, just like you're sitting in a chair. This bottom arm will be like a pillow. And again, find that form. So that top hip, you want to push it away so you feel like your bottom waistline is lifting up and out of the ground. Flex your feet, legs out in front at a 90-degree angle. We lift that top leg and then lower it back down. Lift it up and lower it down. So you know there's 3 rounds. I'm just adjusting to face the camera better. We lift the top leg, lower it back down. Make sure you're flexing that left foot, that top foot, so that you're feeling energy through the whole leg. And try to keep your spine really long. So I'm going to say it again. Don't find yourself tucking your chin towards your chest, but try to lift up and out through this whole class. We want to imagine we're finding this really nice long spine. Let's lift and lower this leg for 8, 7. Remember, don't collapse into the floor. Keep your core engaged. 6, 5. Maybe relax your jaw, close down your eyes. Where was I? 4. Pilates teachers can't count. 3, 2. We're going to lift and hold. 1 more. Lift it up. Hold it here. If you need a rest, that's okay. Just lower your leg down for the count. Otherwise, you were lifted and we're holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go again. We lower and lift. It's the same exact thing. We're going to lower and lift. We're going to finish with a little hold or option to do little pulses or use it as a rest. Make sure you're staying connected to the core. Don't let your waistline collapse into the ground. Keep that foot flexed. You shouldn't be able to see your foot. It should be hidden behind the thigh if it's really in line with your knee. Keep lifting and lowering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lift and hold, stay here, lengthen your spine. Option for little pulses here. Otherwise, you just let your leg be still, keeping it hovered. Or if you need the rest, take it. We have 6, 5, 4. Spine is long, core is engaged. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Quick little tap out. Let's go again. 3rd round. We lift and lower. Lift it up, lower down. Remember to keep your spine really long. Don't tuck the chin to the chest. Keep your belly button pulling in. Keep your foot flexed. Make sure the foot is in line with the knee. Your hips are stacked. You're not rolling backwards. You're not rolling forwards. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to lift and hold, option for circles. That was 2. 1. Either lift it and just hold it here. You can add in the little pulse, or we're circling it around. Keep your foot and your knee in alignment at a 90-degree angle. Just 3 more like this, and then we switch directions. 2, 1. We switch directions, drawing this nice little circle, keeping your pelvis really stable. Core is pulling in. 3, 2, 1 more, and lower down. Tap it out. Let that go. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Whew. Meet me here. Give yourself a little wiggle side to side if you need that. And then right away, what are we doing? We're going to work into our obliques. So again, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees, and then tuck your toes or walk your feet back into a high plank. And then from here, if the plank was too much for you, you just drop your knees where they are. So it's not a tabletop here, it's a high plank, and then you drop your knees. And then from here, we're just gonna send our hips towards the left, the feet rotate with you, and then bring it back to center. So you're twisting at the belly button. Hips to the left, shoulders are squared forward, bring it back. To the left, bring it back. If you're ready for the extra spice, we're in a plank. Heels to the left, shoulders forward, lift back up, plank facing the front. Hips twist, bring it back. To the left, bring it back. If you want the extra layer, as your hips go to the left, this time you send your bum back towards your heels, bring your shoulders back forward over the wrist. Bum goes back, shoulders come forward. So the twisting is at your belly button the whole time. I'll face the front. Your shoulders are staying squared towards the top of the mat the whole time. Whatever stage you're on, with the knees on the ground, or you're just in the high plank, or you're doing this rocking back and forth, the shoulders are squared to the top the whole time. We have 5, 4, 3. We're going to finish in a high plank. 2, 1 more. Back, bring it forward, pause, high plank, everything facing the front. Left leg lifts, left knee towards right tricep, step it back. Knee to tricep, step it back. This can be done on your knees, working this action. Otherwise, the full challenge is being up in the high plank. We have 6, 5. We're going to just finish with pulses, and we're done with our planks. 4. Keep a soft bend in the elbows. Spine is really long. That was 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee in, pulse it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down, child's pose. Stretch your arms forward. Relax through your jaw. And then right away, next breath brings you up through hands and knees. Meet me up on your knees this time, and we're going to stand on our right knee. Left leg goes out long. We're almost done. Fingertips to the temples. So imagine you've got those panes of glass on either side of you. We dip it over to the right, lift back up. Dip to the right, and lift back up. Remember, you know what I'm going to add on for this flow, and if any of it's too much, you can always come back to this motion. Making sure that we're not just flopping our body to the side, but we're reaching out through the top of the head. If you had a paintbrush on your head, you'd be drawing this nice big rainbow, okay? Lower body's really still. Legs are not moving. Low belly is pulling in the whole time. Ribs are pulling in towards the spine. We just have 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to add on. We dip down towards the side. Fingertips go long. Fingertips to temples. Lift back up. Dip to the side. Arms go out. Bring it back. Lift back up. Same thing. Lower body's staying really still. We're still keeping that really long spine. We're reaching out through the crown of the head. You're keeping your chin away from the chest. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Use your breath. That's one. Lift back up right away, arms out into a T. We reach over with the right fingertips, pull it back. So arms are lifted the whole time. We reach out, pull it back. Reach it out, and then bring your shoulders back over the hips. Keep the ribs pulled in. If your arms are tired, just shake it out. And then go again. Arms reach, pull it in. We just have 4, 3, keep your core connected, belly button pulling in, 2, 1 more, reach it out, pause. We're gonna bring our arms overhead, bring them back. Bring the arms into a V, bring it back. Arms reach into a V, and then out into a T. We're here for 5, 4, 3. Remember, look down if your neck is sore. 2, 1 more. Bring your arms into a V. We finish with little tiny pulses for 5, 4. Keep your belly button pulling in. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift back up. Arms come down. Sit yourself back down onto your heels with the toes tucked or not, up to you. You're gonna sit back down, maybe roll out your shoulders. And then with your next breath in, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Big breath in here. And if it felt good the last time, exhale, hand behind your head. Open with your next inhale, open the chest towards the sky, and then exhale, rotate, bringing this left elbow, reaching it towards the right wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. 2 more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale back towards the center. Give your shoulders another nice little roll out. And we're all done.